Hey, it's Lucas, and today I am 2 months vape free and 22 days alcohol free. Today is Sunday, the 28th of April, 2 whole months vape free, which is crazy, but more importantly, to me anyway, 22 days alcohol free. I'm going to start with vaping because I have less to say about that. First up, I didn't plan on quitting. Every time that I've actually focused on trying to stop vaping, it's never happened. I've always said that I've not been addicted to it, not addicted to nicotine. I wasn't addicted to cigarettes before I started vaping. I smoked here and there, but I didn't fully become addicted because I never did it that often. And same with vaping, really. I don't really think I was actually fully addicted to that. I just had a couple of days away from home, didn't hit the vape, and then when I got home, I forgot to take it to work with me, and then ever since then I just haven't touched it. And I've thought about it a couple of times, mainly when I've been trying to not drink is when I think about vaping more, but just ultimately I'm just really not bothered. Honestly, don't really miss it, don't really think about it, don't really care. The only times that I do still think about it is when I'm at work and I just want to not talk to somebody and I don't have the excuse of just going outside to vape anymore to get away from people, so that kind of sucks. So I don't know how I'm gonna get around that one in the summer. It might be better because people tend to sit outside in summer and I can stay inside, but I also want to be outside. And it's weird to just go and sit outside with these people whilst they're having a conversation and stuff, because I'm not they're my customers, I'm not their friend. I'll talk to them, but it's not like that. I don't want to actively engage in their conversations. I don't really give a shit. But I do want to be outside. So it feels weird because going outside when I'm vaping is an excuse to be out there. And if I don't have that excuse anymore, I'm just outside. I'm not trying to listen to their conversations, even though everybody seems to think that you're trying to earwig in on the conversation. Not with me. I've made it very clear that I don't give a shit, and they understand that I don't want to talk to them. I don't give a shit about their conversations, but certain people think that you're trying to listen in on the conversation, so just being outside, they would probably think that, but we'll get to that when the weather turns nice, because it's not nice at the minute. Can't make up its fucking mind. It's absolutely pissing it down right now, and I have to go to work in 20 minutes, which is great. Hopefully the rain will keep people away. But yeah, as far as vaping goes, I'm good. I'm chilling. I don't intend to go back to it. Haven't missed it, apart from, like I said, when I want to get away from people. And also, more so when I'm trying not to drink is when I miss it, which is weird because I don't get cravings for it when I'm not drinking. Obviously, I haven't been drinking, so I haven't been craving vaping, but I found that when I was drinking, I wanted to vape. The more drinks I had, the more I wanted to vape, so those two kind of go hand in hand. People say when they're trying to quit smoking cigarettes and stuff, it's worse when they're drinking because drinking and going out for a cig is a social thing, so the two go hand in hand. I can't remember what my point was for that, so I'm gonna move on. I'll keep throwing little bits in here and there, but as just vaping in general, don't care. 2 months, feel good about it, feel really good about it, don't plan on going back. As far as lung health, I think it's improved. I don't get the waking up early in the morning and not really being able to breathe and having to sit up and physically cough up some I don't fucking know. I've got watermelon in my head, even though I don't like watermelon flavoured vapes. I never really did, but just imagine, I don't know, it's a popular flavour. Waking up at 5 a.m. and having to physically sit up and hack up some watermelon flavoured goo. I don't miss that at all. That's fucking grim. And yeah, feels good. I do still smoke weed. So, obviously I still smoke weed. So I don't know as far as my lung health, whether it's improved or not. I assume that it has, for the point that I just made, but I'm still smoking, so it's still going to cause damage, and I'm also still asthmatic, so I'll take what I can, and I'll say that vaping has improved my lung health, because it can't be any worse than it was when I was actively doing it, and taking away the vape on top of smoking weed, surely that's gonna like half the damage. I don't know, I'm just justifying shit in my head here, but yeah, I don't know about my lung health at the minute. Moving on to drinking, I stopped drinking again on, I can't remember the day, I think it was the 6th of April. It's been 22 days, so just count back 22 days from today, the 28th. Surely that's the 6th, right? Anyway, doesn't matter, it's not important really. I decided to give up again, and it's for an indefinite period of time. I know that I shouldn't probably drink ever again, but that's scary, and I am not ready to say that to myself yet, and I know people might, I don't know what people might say about that. I don't have any intention of drinking, but it's just easier for me to say I want to get to the 1 month mark. If you haven't watched my video where I just basically had a breakdown and talk about the reason why I'm trying not to drink anymore, the video is called I'm an Alcoholic, so I'm pretty sure I am an alcoholic. Go back and watch that if you want the whole, story of it. But what was I saying? Yeah, it's easier for me to say, just to set little milestones. Like a month is my starting point, because I know I can get to a month. I've done a month before. It's not easy, it's a little bit of a challenge, but I'll feel really good when I get there. And then when I get to a month, I'm gonna go for 5 weeks, 1 month, 1 week, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. It's easier to tell myself in my brain that it might not have to be forever, and I know that's not the right way of thinking, but just for now, until I can get like a few weeks, maybe a couple months under my belt, I'm just saying in my brain, get to a month, get to a month and a week, get to a month and a half. I'm on an indefinite hiatus, let's just call it, from alcohol. I don't know if I ever will drink again, but for now, no. So we're at the 22 days mark, and last night we had a couple friends over. It was the 27th of April, so a week after 420. 420 is always awkward because it's like just over halfway through the month. People haven't been paid and they're usually a little bit skint, so the way that it fell with my friends, we decided to do it a week later on payday after people had been paid. So we had 2 friends over and we smoked a bit of weed. Didn't make any videos out of it because it was just regular joints, and not everything has to be a video. I just wanted some chill time, so that's what we did. Also, like, it was fun and I had a good time, but parts of it were a bit of a struggle. Like, mentioning back to vaping, I don't really give a shit about vaping, like I said. There was 2 people in the room that was vaping, I think, because Jay's not really vaping anymore. He's trying to quit, so he's not really vaping anymore, but our friends vape quite a lot, like heavy, so they were puffing on the vape in the living room, and I'm not gonna say don't, because I don't give a shit, like it's not an issue, but like sometimes I didn't really crave, but like seeing them sometimes made me think, oh, where's mine? And I obviously don't have one, and then it was just a split second in your brain where you're like, oh yeah, vape, and then you're like, oh yeah, no vape. So yeah, that was fine. The thing that kind of was a big test yesterday Saturday afternoon, I was at work, like I always do on Saturday afternoons. I was doing fine, blah blah blah, and then something happened to the Heineken where it stopped. Somehow the gas got turned off. I don't know how, because I didn't touch it. I never touched the gas. Like, you're supposed to turn the gas off when you change barrels and stuff, but I don't do it because I didn't get told to do that. But in the first job that I had, where I had to change barrels in pubs, nobody told me to turn the gas off, so I've never done that in my life, and I don't intend to start doing that. But so I didn't think to check that, because I never do that. But the gas got turned off, and me not thinking to check that got stressed out because I couldn't figure out what the fucking problem was, and I'm not good. I say I'm not good under pressure, but I dealt with it. but it stressed me out. And at the end of it, when my boss came down to take me off shift, she was like, oh, seems as though you fixed it and you dealt with it yourself and you did well. Have a 3 pint of Heineken if you want, it's yours, go for it. And I didn't. Like, it was pulled and it was there, and she was like, you can have this if you want it, go for it. And she doesn't know that I'm not drinking. I haven't told anybody, apart from, in fact, I still haven't really told anybody that I'm not drinking. It's in videos, and I don't know if my friends watch my videos. Some of them do, some of them don't. It doesn't make a difference to me. But I haven't really told anybody about it, apart from 2 people, my boyfriend and 1 close friend. I haven't told anybody else. It's out there, like, it's not a secret, but I just don't want to make a huge deal or point out of it, because I don't want to ruin anybody else's fun. Hence going back to last night, where I'm kind of lucky that the people that I hang around with don't drink loads anyway. Like I said, it was a late 4:20 thing, so it was 4:27, and the plan was that, so there's me, Jay, and 2 of our friends came over. One of them doesn't smoke, so she had a couple drinks, which is fine. She always does that, not an issue. She drinks like cocktails and pre-mixed stuff, which I don't care for anyway. I wouldn't usually touch that stuff, so not bothered. It's when the other 2 people started drinking fruity ciders, and that's when I was like, fuck, they only had 1 each, which was good. Like, my friends don't really drink that much. One of them's on medication where he can't drink too much, and Jay's just not a drinker. So the girl, I'm not going to say any names, but that just sounds really funny to me. So yeah, the girl was drinking, and we were all smoking, and then those 2 had a cider each, and in my brain I was like, I'm not bothered about cider. I can have like 1, 2, 3 ciders, and I genuinely can't stop, because it makes me bloated and feel sick, and I don't like that. But again, that's the alcoholic in me going, no, I can stop, I can just have that and then I can stop. I can't stop. I can't. See, it's the alcoholic in me that's just being like, you can, it's fine, you can do this. I can't do this, so I can't have any. And I didn't have any. And in my brain I was like, look, I'm not a snob when it comes to drinking. Like, I guess I kind of am a little bit when it comes to beer, but just in general I'm not. Alska cider, it's nice, it's alright. Maybe I won't go as far as nice, but it's drinkable, I don't care for pineapple too much, and I don't care for raspberry, and that's what the cider was. It was pineapple and raspberry, and because it was cheap, I know that it would have that cheap cider tang to it, and in my brain I'm like, you don't even like that flavour, so what is the point in just having 1 for starters, because it won't just be 1. And 2, you're not going to enjoy it, and it's going to feel really, really bad. So I didn't have any, and I had a Beck's Blue instead, and I had 2 Beck's Blues, and then we all went just back onto pop again, and went out for a couple more smokes, and ordered pizza, and we were playing, I think it's called Clone Hero, like a Guitar Hero knockoff type thing on PC, and my friend's got 2 Guitar Hero controllers, and we have electric drums, so we had like pretty much a full band setup, like drums, guitar, bass, and even though we didn't have a mic, you just, if it's not your turn to play, you stand in the background and you sing. So we kind of had a whole band thing going on, and nobody drank loads, nobody was like drunk. The only reason that my friend's girlfriend was drinking is because she doesn't smoke, and that's fine. Like, she doesn't want to smoke, but she wants to be on our level in a way. That's fine, that's kind of how it is usually. But yeah, the drinking, the other 2 having cider was a test to me, and also the free Heineken at work was a test to me. And do you know what, whilst I was stood there, all these thoughts went through my brain in like a split second. You see in movies, like suddenly you see inside someone's head and all this shit happens, and then when they snap out of it, it's been like a split second. That's kind of what happened in my head. I was like, I could drink that, I could take it in the back with me whilst I cash up, I could drink it, I could put the glass on the bar, I could leave, having just one, because it genuinely would have been that just one, and then I could have gone home and I could have been with my friends and smoked some weed and nobody would have known. But I would have known, and I would have wanted more, and I would have ruined it for everybody, and I know that I would have done that, because I probably wouldn't have gone to the shop when they started drinking ciders, and I would have bought beer, and I would have come home, and I would have drank it all, and I would have been the drunk guy there, and nobody else would have been drunk, and it would have been awkward and embarrassing and shitty. But that didn't happen, and I'm proud of myself for that. So we're closer to the 1 month mark than the day 0 mark at this point. So it'd be very, very silly to have to go back to the day 0 mark, even if it was just for one beer or one anything. I haven't had a single sip of any type of alcohol at all. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. I don't know if I would say I'm happy. It's hard. And I'm very snappy. I don't mean to be, and that's the worst thing about it. So instead of trying to be snappy and a dick, I'm trying to take myself out of situations when that happens, because the people that I'm being snappy at know why I'm being snappy, and they understand. So me just taking myself away from that situation is better than making an argument, because it's just silly. So overall, I think things are going well. Yeah, and we'll just carry on, and I'll speak to you about this at the 1 month mark, and then when we hit the 1 month mark, I don't know, and I can't say. I don't have any plans on drinking, but that's my goal, and it's like I've got blinkers on. I'm not looking past that goal, and I'm also not looking behind me. I'm just looking at the 1 month mark, and that's it. That's it at this point. Just 1 month. Let's get there, and we'll see about it when we get there. But we're not there yet, so 22 days and counting. I'm feeling apprehensive, but good. So we've beat the I'm not sweaty, beat the night sweats. I'm still mad craving. I don't know if the cravings will ever leave, but I'm trying. I am drinking less alcohol frees. I've only bought 1 box of those and not really been drinking them. If anything, when I'm craving them, I will have one, and then after, I'm usually like 2/3 of the way down a beer, and I'm thinking I don't want another one. So I'm cutting those down as well, which is another good thing. Slowly but surely, I'm getting there. I don't want to run before I can walk, but I've got supportive people around me, and it feels good. So I'm going to leave that here, because I've got like 5 minutes and I need to go smoke a bowl. So I'll see you at the 1 month mark to talk more about sobriety and shit like that. And in the meantime, hopefully more smoking vids. There's not been as many videos, but just let it be known, I have not been drinking. I've just been just really focusing on myself. I'm trying to get back into good habits whilst keeping the cravings at bay. And some days, honestly, I just feel so pent up with tension and the need for a beer, and trying not to take it out on everybody around me, that I just don't feel like making videos. So bear with me, I'm really trying. So have a good day, have a good evening, whatever time of day it is. Peace.